Welcome to the Cash Flow Kings. This is our weekly segment where we go over this week's buys, sells, and dividends. Ryan, what do you got for us?
We didn't have much an eventful week. I didn't see anything crazy, but this is kind of building off of last week. I put $50 in the SPGI S&P Global for my one buy of the week at $363.38. I have not been crazy aggressive when buying into it in new positions in general. It's kind of, testifying to the new strategy that I'm kind of checking out. It's a very complex business, I'll be completely honest, and I don't want to put $600 into it without completely understanding it. I feel like I got 80-90% of it down right now, and I continue to research, week in, week out. So the more confident I get, and if I see any attractive dips below my cost per share, I'm going to continue adding. And then
definitely. You want to do that.
Yeah. And then I got a dividend, and hope that doesn't offend some of you guys, but I got $13.03 from Altria. This is up nearly $1 from my last dividend from them last quarter, and I haven't bought any more Altria. It's all been dividend reinvestment. I got $12.24 from them last quarter, $13.03 for this quarter. So that's up nearly $1. So the dividend snowball is rolling, as the kids say.
Hey, in 40 years, that'll probably be quite a lot of money you'll be getting.
Yep, even if I don't buy more. So, Fiscal, would you like to take it away with your very active buys and sell segment this week?
Yeah, so I think we were starting on the 9th, which was Monday. So I also got a dividend from Altria. That's one of the stocks we have kind of in common there. My dividend, at least in this portfolio, was 196 from 200 shares of Altria Group. I know, we're making it rain. After that, we have an options roll where I bought back a Palantir covered call for $1.02 and sold one further out at a higher strike for $1.45 for a credit of about $42. So basically make your own dividend on that.
Yeah, it's dividends are free money on this, not on this channel, not on this channel.
Yeah. So are options. I got a qualified dividend from UWMC, $10.
What's UWMC?
United Wholesale Mortgage. So they're the ones that are eating Rocket Mortgage for breakfast.
Oh, yeah. That's some hard talk.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people love Rocket. I personally thought UWM had the better business model, and so I decided to take a small position in them, and it's been paying me a dividend ever since. Now, next up, another big dividend, an ordinary dividend from MPW, 165.
50 more viewers right there. That's 50 more viewers to the video.
Mention MPW, the channel just got 100 subscribers. Yeah, so obviously everybody knows I have a lot of MPW. And this is after the dividend cut. It's our first dividend after the cut. I'll take the 165 and just, wait.
You could do a lot with $165 these days. That's all I got.
Yeah, you could. I'm not dripping or anything, but I am, continuing to sell options on that. Now, on the 16th, there were some options that expired. Now, you see that 100 Walgreens got sold at $23. That's because a covered call expired in the money on Friday. My plan is to run the wheel strategy on that 100 shares and just sell another cash secured put using the cash that I just got from that to generate some yield in the portfolio. And I'll sell it a bit further out so that as long as I don't get any more shares for at least 31 days, I can get the tax loss harvest from that 100 shares. This is the biggest transaction in here, is I had another option expire in the money, which is it was a $60 cash secured put on PayPal. So I just got assigned 100 shares of PayPal at the $60 level, currently trading at about 55. But basically, if I had, sat here and if I had just bought it at the time that I had sold this put, I would have gotten it for more than $60 and I wouldn't have gotten any premium for it. So my basis is actually better because I did it that way instead of just buying outright at the time. So yes, I could have waited longer and gotten it cheaper potentially, but since you don't know which direction the price is going to move,
Unless you
I
join the Discord link in description. That's all that.
exactly. I was just getting to that.
Yeah.
Then you know everything. Um, and we had my options on Paramount expired, both out of the money. I had a covered call at the 15 strike and another cash secured put at 11.50, and got two more actually dividends. An ordinary dividend from HRZN, that's Horizon Technology Finance. It's a business development company, $33 there, and a qualified dividend from Global Net Lease, $35.40 there. So busy week in my value portfolio for sure.
How many portfolios do you have to clarify for the viewers?
So the value portfolio is the big one. I have the M1 finance portfolio where you guys kind of, you choose the stocks I buy, the YouTube portfolio or whatever. That's in the M1 finance account. I have an old Vanguard account where the bulk of the money is just in Altria Group.
Yeah.
There's a few other small positions in there, but nothing really like crazy. And then I have the Robinhood account where I'm trying to take an account from 10,000 to 100,000,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going extremely poorly right now. But yeah, it's the actual face value on the account has fallen to like 87, 8,800, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yay.
That's passive income, folks. I don't got much to say.
Yeah.
Some would even say free money. Now we
Yeah.
are entering the most wonderful time of the year, and no, it's not Christmas. It's an earnings season once again, the home of irrational selling and target dipping potentially 10%. So we're gonna go over a few companies here this week that we could be potentially watching. Fiscal, do you see anything here that lights your eyes up in excitement?
So I've been hearing good things about ASML.
Yeah, that's a new hot stock on the block. Dividend dude's talking about it. So
Oh boy. Well, I guess I better avoid it then. Um so
AT&T, I'm going to make a prediction here with AT&T, and I'm going to post it after their earnings. They're going to
mm,
beat both on top and bottom line, but there's going to be something that makes it go down like 3 or 4%. I
make
don't know what it is, but something will come out. I don't know. John
like
Stankey, the CEO, will be convicted of some crime, some heinous crime, and it'll go down
that's
4%.
some stanky news is going to come out, you mean? That's
Yeah,
that's
some
what you're
stanky
saying.
news.
Okay, gotcha. Um so yeah, ASML, I guess is kind of interesting. Also, honestly, something that's kind of been like on my radar that I need to do a little bit more research on, but that has some numbers that looked good to me. Discover.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I am
I like
getting a Discover credit card next month.
yeah, that's one of the reasons because so Amex obviously has the market on rich folks, people upper middle class and wealthy, right?
Fellows like us in the Discord.
Right. Only Discord members get into Amex, but Discover, I think, does pretty well with like people just starting out, younger people, students, etc. And I think once they get the card, they pretty much keep it. They get to you early and they keep you. I think that's kind of what they do. Also, I have some KeyBank stock, so obviously I'm curious about how they're doing. It's not a big position, but of course, if I have the company, I want to see how they're doing because I'm down quite a lot. Regional banks took a dump, and so that hurt in that position quite a lot. Um, I see Union Pacific on there. Is that what I'm seeing?
That's one that I'm eyeing this week.
Yeah, like I honestly, if they had a dip, I might be interested in getting my beak wet there. I have Bank of America, so Tuesday I'll be probably watching Bank of America.
I want to talk about Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, I was
We
noticing them
we
on there,
covered that on the live.
considering your recent trepidation, we'll
Internal
say, about
thoughts.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. If I can get that, if that goes on a 3 or 4% hike for the day, there's a chance I could trim for sure. I'd be
Oh
selling
yeah.
out pretty much at a 2% gain. So if it goes on a little bit of a hike, I'd be definitely open to potentially trimming.
Yeah. So if J&J has an earnings run up of sorts, you might look for that to be your exit stage left opportunity.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
exit out completely, but definitely.
Yeah.
It's a topic that I think we should cover a lot more on the channel, which is like knowing when to exit out, because I hate selling out of companies that I've held for a few years. Because
Hmm.
that's how you lose money. It's by selling early and not letting compound interest do its work. But at the same time, I think there are better opportunities for total return.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always tough to make that call, and hindsight can make it worse, right? You sell it and then immediately it recovers and that kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Of course, Friday you've got Amex as well. So I honestly eventually do like I would love to have Amex in my portfolio, but I think that one is one where it's like I'd really want to get it when it's beaten down by something more
Mhm.
so than just whenever, because it usually trades at quite a premium.
Yeah.
So yeah, entry point matters to me on something like Amex.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, other than that, like, I mean, I'm not really super interested in a lot of the other, like, Snap
Yeah.
on, etc.
The bread
I'll
and butter, the bread and butters for the next 2 and 3 weeks. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I agree that I think more interesting earnings are ahead after this.
And Starbucks reports earnings on my birthday, you guys. So I mean that's got to be good luck.
Everybody go out and buy a really, really expensive latte to help out
Yeah,
Ryan's dividends for his birthday.
please, please. All right, this is our weekly segment again. We do this every week, along with our live stream every Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So
Don't miss
you
it.
want don't miss it. That's the place to be on Saturdays. That's what the kids are
Right.
raging about these
Yeah,
days.
don't go to the clubs, don't go to the bars, don't go bowling. You can go to Texas Roadhouse because Ryan has that stock,
Or
um,
Starbucks.
or Starbucks. If you want to stay up all night and stay with us on the live stream through the whole thing, get a Starbucks beforehand.
Yeah, it's not that
Um,
boring, but it makes it
exactly.
that even more. It makes it even that
It
more
makes the
fun.
chat more active if they all had a Starbucks beforehand.
That's true. That's scientifically proven.
The compounding effect of caffeine and sugar. It's proven.
Fiscal, where can the people find you?
They can find me at my channel. The link
And
is
links
in
in the
the
description.
description.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you guys
exactly.
can find me at the Ryan Dangler Show on Twitter, and links in the description. Thank you all. Dividend stocks, not drugs, and remember,
Cash
cash flow
flow
is
is
king.
king.